to Crit Happens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, Episode 0, where I, your Dungeon Master Ken, will give you a brief look into my campaign setting of Nazareth. If you just want to jump into the adventure, skip ahead to the official Episode 1. But if you want to go into the story with the same world knowledge I've given my players Jim, Jack, Michael, and Eric, then stick around. The world of Nazareth is ruled as a republic between the three allied races of humans, elves, and dwarves. Halflings, gnomes, and half-elves also work into this mix, as in this setting, all three are half-breeds between two of these primary races. This alliance initially came about in response to the rising of the Orc Horde and its allies, led by the Orc god King Gormok, some 500 years ago. Ultimately, it took the aid of the Dragonborn, a race of humanoids crafted to be slaves to the ancient dragons, to slay Gormok and scatter his followers in the power vacuum that followed. In the wake, the First Alliance had been formed, though the Dragonborn opted to maintain their independence. Following this, a wave of discovery was ushered in as more and more adventurers began exploring the ruins of the Old Ones, ancient cities that had been constructed by a people unknown thousands of years ago. It was decided that these ruins had been the homes of an ancient people who had ascended to the status of gods, and so the Church of the Faith was born. The rulers of those people worshipped as such. These ancient people provided more Nazarethians with most of what they know now about magic and the cosmos. These ancient people are also responsible for much of modern society's understanding of the three planes of existence, the material plane, the astral plane, and the elemental plane. But they are also the sole creators of almost all of today's magical artifacts, as modern wizards and artificers have yet to truly understand the art of enchanting, though alchemy is well within their grasp. In the past 100 years or so, the Church of the Faith has since declared the ruins to be sacred ground, and has banned entry to those without permission, leaving only religious zealots to the business of exploration and excavation of these ruins, giving the Church sole control over the supply of magical artifacts brought back into the modern world. Many see this as a power grab, a strain on the economy of those cities and businesses who grew solely because of their proximity to the ancient ruins. The recent increase in militarization of the Church's enforcers doesn't help this, and in fact some have begun to outright oppose the Church. In addition, there are whispers from the south that Gormok has been reborn, or at least someone claiming to be Gormok, and he's attempting to reunite the armies to march on Nazareth once more. We hope you check out Episode 1 and subscribe to this podcast for more, as we plan to release a new hour-ish long episode every weekend. In the future, we'll be looking to investing in a website of our own for more direct hosting, but we look forward to your suggestions and support in that time. You can reach us on Twitter at CritHappensPod, or send us an email at crithappenspod@gmail.com.